Yo, 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 what's up, everybody out there, man? Y'all know who this is. Y'all know this voice by now. This your man, this Maul. They call me the Golden Voice. And right now, I got the golden drink on hand, which is my barley wine, about 12%. Um, y'all know what it is, man. Go ahead and get your drinks, get your smoke ready, man. I got my cast of bandits with me as usual. Man, before they introduce themselves, I just want to let y'all know we're going to cover Deontay Wilder's knockout. We got Josh Taylor advancing to the finals. We got Monster doing his thing as well. And y'all know we're gonna cover other topics as well, man, on the fade hour, man. So again, get your drinks ready and stuff. And let me step aside, let my fellas go ahead and introduce themselves, and we gonna jump into this thing Royal Rumble style.
What up, world? It's your boy News, representing Ringside Rave all day, every day. Y'all know what it is with me, man. Today, I'm real calm. It sounds like I'm a little staticky. I don't know, but I'm here. I'm live. It's in action. I'm calm because it's a very action-packed weekend for the Bomb Squad. My voice is a little relaxed. I got the lemon haze on deck. Switch it up. So I'm feeling real good. We're going to get into it. I'm going to talk my trash. Bomb Squad!
What's good, y'all? It's Pat Scorpion, the New England representative. And I got to take a little break from the alcohol because your boy went to his alumni weekend on Saturday and drank like a fish and felt it the next day. So I got to take it easy. You know, I got to rehydrate with some water. And I got this s'mores ice cream next to me. You know, so yeah, let's get it.
What up, y'all? This is your boy P, repping Ringside Rave and Bodega Boxing. And as always, I got that water.
Shit, man, let's go ahead and jump into the first topic, man, which is actually gonna last longer than the actual fight we're gonna talk about. But Saturday we were all tuned into Deontay Wilder getting back on that KO streak, man. And in vicious fashion, it's my homeboy Doug Pot Roast. He texted me and said, "Man, the damn fight lasted longer than it took him to log into Showtime app," and that just kind of sums up how the fight went, or I don't even know what you want to call it. I just want to go around the room and get y'all thoughts about the emphatic knockout. I liked it. I'm glad. Wilder didn't delay it, didn't delay the inevitable, and that just drums up his buying power and interest, in my opinion, even more. And then, y'all know what fight is going to lead us talking about, but I want to get y'all to talk about the Wilder Breazeale first.
News, you want to go first? Since that's,
It don't even matter.
All right,
I really have nothing to say.
Right.
I mean, it happened. It happened earlier than most people expected because Brazil, for whatever reason, fought. He came in looking lazy and he fought lazy, and you got to keep your hands up with Wilder. I mean, he telegraphed his right hand, and he was a split second too late, which for him was probably a minute too late, and you got what you got what you get. You got blasted with the first right hand. Same thing. No, obviously, was there any signs of improvement by Wilder? Not really. Like I said, right hand, one trick pony. Randall Bailey style, as I keep saying. It is what it is.
P, I know you ain't got nothing to add. Just give us a bone. Just throw us a sentence or two.
I was just like, that was. I don't want to say it was a waste of time, but it was just like, what did we expect? He just
right.
And we knew he was gonna get knocked up out of here. But I guess I'm glad they ended it quickly, and it wasn't like the fucking Joshua Breazeale fight. But it is what it is. So I just want Wilder to go on to bigger and better things. I do think that Breazeale was kind of acting like a hoe afterward, but no disrespect, I guess.
Well, because Jim Gray insulted him. That's the reason why. Jim Gray.
Well, no, I understand, but I get it, but it wasn't. I don't think it was really that. It wasn't meant to be disrespectful, because Jim Gray was just being real. Nobody wants to see that fight. There was nobody that like the public. The public does not want to see that fight. Brazil knows that there was nobody clamoring for that fight. That's not the fight that everybody wants to see. In the
or even gave
heavyweight
him
division.
a chance. Or even gave him a chance.
Like, I understand, but Brazil has to be cognizant of that and understand what he means when he said that. He just kind of just went off a rail and then just decided, kind of in his feelings.
Well, I mean, either way, Jim Gray's been known to get out of line with motherfuckers. So, and he said
that is true. No, that is true. Jim Gray is a bitch, but that's that.
But he said that shit, and that's why Brazil was like, he was like, he wasn't fucking with that, So, but so I understand that. What I didn't understand was him deleting his social media.
I was just gonna say that. Like that. Then it wasn't only that. It was him, deleting all. Like, it's not that serious. You're not the first person to get gunned up and clapped quick by Wilder, and you probably won't be the last. It's not a big deal.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, man, because I've been trying for the last 5 minutes to get back in here just to I've been listening to y'all talk because I've been trying to get this headset back on and working, and Dominic Breazeale, man, listen, I seen people try to defend them and say like about Jim Gray and what Jim Gray did or whatever, but at the end of the day, man, you got knocked the fuck out, dude. I don't care what you say. I don't care what no boxer says at all. You ran your mouth. It wasn't he didn't come up there gentlemanly, like he came shook hands with Deontay Wilder and they were going to have a pleasant gentleman's duel. They didn't go up there they didn't go to a nice we're going to go to a gentlemanly fisticuffs in the back alley. No, he talked what he was going to do to Wilder. I'm going to get revenge for my family, and got knocked the fuck out. And then Jim Gray treated him like that. Like, that's what you do. Like, Dominic Breazeale is Dominic Breazeale, man. We ain't going to hear about this guy again in 3 years. He's like, he was something up until he got knocked out. He got knocked out by Joshua. He got knocked out by Wilder. He didn't stand a chance against either of them. So we know at the best he's a journeyman. That's it. Yeah. Because we've already seen him lose to other fighters. He should have lost to other fighters already. Don't play with our minds. We know boxing. We've seen him fights. He should have lost already. He's a bum. He's average. I'm not saying he's a bum. He's average. You know what I mean? And that's what happened. At the end of the day, Deontay Wilder did exactly what he was supposed to do to a fighter of Dominic Breazeale's caliber, and that's lay him out in the first round, especially after he ran his mouth. Dude talked too much to take a flush shot like that and have his body going to relaxation. He looked like he hit the pack. He looked like he hit a blunt in mid-fight because his body was extremely relaxed when he hit the mat. Like I said, I don't know if y'all seen the Ringside Rave highlight film, but I said, man, that boy hit the canvas. His whole body started moving. He looked like a water bed.
Didn't have the nerve to say he felt the ref stopped the fight too early.
You it up out of here, man.
I mean, he did get up at like 10.5 though, which was surprising that he actually managed to do that. But I mean, he was clearly out though.
You're right.
Crazy reckless. You talked crazy reckless about what you was gonna do, and you couldn't even last 3 minutes.
Right.
I didn't realize there was a 10.5 in boxing. I'm pretty sure.
He deserves all of all the disdain, all the clowning, all the disrespect that comes with running your mouth and getting knocked out cold. I mean, since when does that not happen? That's what happens. That happens in the street. If you tell somebody, I'm gonna do this to you, I'm gonna do that, and you just keep talking about it, and then y'all actually see each other and y'all actually fight, but you get knocked out within 3 minutes, and you just left there, you know what I mean, looking like you took a sleep pill. That's you're gonna get joked about. I mean, shit. Everybody's seen Friday. Debo got knocked out. You know what I'm saying? It was a joke. You know what I mean? So that's for me. Exciting fight as usual for Deontay Wilder. He made a better fight out of it than it would have been normally with a Dominic Breazeale type of fighter, because he did just go in there to get him out of there. I liked it. I like Deontay.
For what? Yeah, for what? Right. If you're gonna knock him out, just get him out there quick as fuck. And that's the kind of, right. That holds up to his reputation. And one thing I will say once again is that one thing we've all spoken on is like PBC definitely got to take advantage of it, because we all got our individual social media accounts, and I don't know about how y'all people who you follow and your friends are, but my friends were talking about it. They love to knock it out. He memed somebody else again, just like Stavern. He memed Stavern. he memed Ortiz, and now he done meme Brazil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
he
it's just
memed
like,
him, right.
right. He is clearly. I don't know about how y'all might disagree, but he is clearly the number one boxer, American boxer, as far as popularity wise. Like clearly number one. So PBC got to. I can't think of who else. Like Spence, he drummed up a lot of interest, but a lot of my friends who are casual boxing fans or just look at it when it comes to a fight. They don't speak on Spence like they speak on Wilder. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
definitely, I hope PBC take advantage of that. Get Wilder in there. Get Wilder back into the ring September-ish. Maybe you know what I'm saying, and let's capitalize on it, and keep putting money behind the dude.
You know that's not going to happen. I doubt that's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Marketing Wilder correctly.
Right. Because Ortiz jumped his ass in the ring, which obviously all signs point to that being made again, which, I mean, I'm here for it, but I'm not really here for it. But
it looked like he just got finished selling CDs on the corner and shit.
Didn't he? At the flea market or swap
I wouldn't
meet,
mind that fight.
y'all call it in y'all city.
I wouldn't mind that fight. Who else could he? You know what I mean? Who else could he fight?
Well,
Fury pulled out the rematch.
I mean, Karnacki, he's also getting groomed for.
I mean, but come on, man.
Karnacki got nothing to really build up on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man. Y'all got to put some respect on Deontay Wilder, man. You got to put some respect on him because Adam Karnacki stands no chance against Deontay Wilder. He's going to sleep too. It's sleep time. We handing out sleeping pills in 2019. That's what it is. Sleeping bags. Nothing but sleeping bags.
Wilder loaded up
next
on that
Wilder fight,
I'm
gonna come with a camp tent. I'm gonna come with some sleeping bags. I'm coming with some canteens.
Fuck the Joshua Greer. Yeah, you taking the Joshua Greer shit and going overload with it.
Hey, sleeping bags. He putting these boys in bags. He's not. Right. They're not going. They're like they got to get. Really, they should be. If this was wrestling, all of them would have been carried out on stretchers.
Straight up.
I mean,
like they be out flat.
I mean, really, like the only fights that will actually get anyone really talking about Wilder actually increases buzz, of course, is either Joshua or Fury. I mean,
right.
We can say Karnacki, we can say Ortiz. No one. I mean, the thing is that most people thought that Wilder definitively beat Ortiz, although I mean he was only a point behind. So most people, those people are not going to be like, oh, he's facing Ortiz again, and then Ortiz hasn't really raised his profile since that either,
Didn't look hot against Hammer at all.
Yeah, he looked terrible against Hammer, like
right.
So it's not like, I mean, if he actually had like a really good victory, then you could say, okay, you could probably sell a Wilder Ortiz too, but you can't. I mean, all it is now is just going to be like Ortiz gave Wilder some trouble right now, but that's pretty much the high point of his career so far.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really sell it. Well,
I don't know. I think you can. Just for the simple fact that Deontay Wilder could sell himself, just because of the threat of his knockout. The threat of the knockout alone is kind of like is going to get to the point like Mike Tyson-ish, where the knockout ability supersedes whoever the opponent is. It don't matter. They all going to sleep unless he get in the ring with Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury. It's all the same. Like it's like, you know what I mean? It's like I mean, it's just different. Basically, it's different colorways. That's literally how these fighters are. There ain't nothing but C-level fighters in different colorways. They all a pair of J's, man.
Straight up, man. Listen, man, my sports radio here, dog, they never talk boxing, never. But they sure as hell was talking about that knockout today, man. Like when I swear on everything, they never talk boxing. But that shit came up today. That's why I was like, Wilder touching the masses, man. He touching it. Like the interest is there. Obviously, the interest is there.
But the opponent have to be there.
Well, I mean, that's true.
Say who? I didn't hear it.
Opponent.
You don't need the opponent until Joshua get in the ring. Again, like it's like they're running the same thing. It's like if you say it on the flip side.
For both.
Like, right. Joshua's like, what's Joshua's draw? It's not his opponent. It's him, right? It's the knockout. It's Joshua. With Wilder, it's the exact same thing. It may not be to the exact same scale level, but it don't have to be. In Wilder's lane, it's the exact same thing. It's not my opponent. I'm the draw. Me knocking him out is what everybody come to see. They don't care who's on the other side of the ring. The same with Joshua. Like, who was he fighting again? Andy Ruiz?
Now, because that knockout basically said, hey, Hey, Joshua,
And it's
balls
sold
in your
out. Ain't
court.
nobody
It's
coming to see
hey,
Ruiz.
it's like balls in your court, bro. Then you know what I'm saying? It's like, so what you gonna
Right.
do now? Now try to upstage it. So
Right. We just
you
want to see
know,
if he knock Ruiz out. We don't care that he's
right?
fighting Andy Ruiz. Like, it
You want to
don't
see him
matter.
knocking the fuck
It's
out?
Anthony
Yeah,
Joshua that him and his power and what he's gonna do to Andy Ruiz is why we're gonna tune in. We're not tuning in to see Andy Ruiz do anything because we don't believe he's
we
gonna
don't.
be able to do anything to Joshua. But we still all gonna tune in, you know? The
Definitely,
heavyweight champ in the world.
yeah. I think the talk is really the next two Wilder fights is Ortiz and Kalnaki. I don't know what the hell Dillian White. I don't know how that's going to shape up. White might have to take an AJ rematch in the meantime, but I that's what they're saying. So
Well, White
we'll
has
see.
White has a fight coming up in July, though. I think July.
Right. What's it? What's the guy name again?
Oscar Rivas.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh,
Right.
And that guy connect, and he actually has. I mean, that's actually a good ass fight. That's actually a challenge because Rivas can knock him out.
Right. Because then he wasn't it Jennings he fought, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was there for that one, you know, and like, fucking like Rivas, you know, Rivas has some power. Like the only, I mean, like pretty much White is in for a fight of his life. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with this type of fight, because he's not Jens can actually box with it, and it took Rivas a while to catch up to him. But White is gonna throw himself into the fire, and
Definitely.
you know, first he's gonna catch some work from Rivas. I mean, he has a challenge coming up.
Yeah. AP.
What up?
Man, if Wilder, if it goes the way that we like, that the rumor is to be, the next two fights being Ortiz 2 and then Kalnaki, you cool with that?
I mean, no, but yes, sure. It's like I'm not excited about it. Yippee!
But given the options available,
I guess just it's whatever. I feel
right?
like we
Given the
already.
options available, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we don't. I really don't really care for Kalnaki that much to see him against Wilder because we know how it's going to end. I don't really even see that being really all that competitive.
Right.
So I'll pass on Wilder versus the real Big Baby because he looks like a fucking giant Big Baby. But I mean, I guess we could see a Wilder Ortiz fight again because I mean a lot of people felt Ortiz was winning and he actually hurt Wilder and came pretty close to stopping him. So I mean you could sell it just off of that. It's sad how fucking we can sell rematches just for a 1 minute of being hurt. One fucking punch. Yeah. You got stunned for a minute.
Like a baseball net, like a ball hit to the warning track.
No, I can't let y'all do Luis Ortiz like that. I was there in the building.
No, I hear you. I'm just saying.
He had everybody nervous in there. I can't even lie. I was nervous. I was sitting in front of some Cubans. I mean, behind some Cubans. They was talking. You know what I'm saying? Cubans listen, man. The New York, listen.
Wow.
Y'all New York people, man. Listen, man. Y'all can talk some trash, man. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, and the controversy. In the controversy, you know, start the next round when they just didn't start the round and had the people look at Wilder.
They gave Wilder extra time,
Yeah.
Right.
So I thought that was a good fight, and even then though, at the end of the day, people like if we say we don't like it, but we talk about resumes. But if his next two fights is the Ortiz rematch and Kalnaki, that would mean Deontay Wilder's last 5 fights was Luis Ortiz, Tyson Fury, Dominic Breazeale, Luis Ortiz, Adam Kalnaki. Like, how can we say anything? Because that's pretty much the best you can get at heavyweight. There's nothing else you can do unless you fight Anthony Joshua. There's nobody else.
Right, Dillian White. That we know that's not gonna happen promotional wise.
Even if it's Dillian White, that's not even enough to be like, well, he got to fight Dillian because he fight Dillian White, then he might as well not even fight. If he beats Kalnaki and Dillian White, there's literally no one else for him to fight but Anthony Joshua. And so it's like, I mean, who's left? Process of elimination.
So Usyk levels up at heavyweight. That's probably the only one. That's the only wild card, really.
And we know he's gonna take a while because right. Usyk got the shoulder injury, so his shit delayed anyway.
No, bicep injury.
Bicep. The Triple H injury.
Usyk versus Joshua would be a better fight. than Usyk versus Wilder, because I think Usyk versus Wilder is one-sided either way. Either Usyk deals out a crazy one-sided boxing lesson, or he gets knocked out.
Yeah.
That's it. Because Wilder can't box with Usyk at all.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so that's like, so I'd rather see Joshua, because at least Joshua has he can box. I don't know if he can box with Usyk, but Joshua's more of a boxer puncher, where he would make a more competitive fight with Usyk. I don't want to see a one-sided, one way or the other, squash match either way type of fight. That's all it would be. I'd say one-sided, either a boxing lesson or a knockout, dominant knockout.
Hey, shit. Speaking of one-sided lessons, man, the undercard featured Mr. Turbo Fist, as news said, and besides the
He
fight,
that to me.
yeah. Besides, I think the most interesting thing that came from the Gary Russell knockout, or TKO, or whatever, was that him and Tank, the talk between him and Tank starting to kind of heat up a little bit. I don't know how that's going to manifest going forward, but I mean, is that something that y'all think could happen, or is it just talk between motherfuckers that probably going to go nowhere?
Talk. Yap.
Because
Like, all these motherfuckers just talk like fucking. Now, when these motherfuckers talk, all I'm hearing right now is the fucking Peanuts Charlie Brown fucking teacher. Like,
Right.
you're talking, but you ain't doing shit.
Tank, Tank, if Tank's not, talking back with Gary, it's also with Terry Farmer looking like he's pregnant and shit. Like,
Right.
Shit, get in the ring. Stop eating.
Because I know.
Tank got a fight coming up, don't he? And I thought he fight in July.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. Oh yeah. I'm mistaken. Yeah, because Gary Russell had the thing on the back of his robe about Santa Cruz. What? Am I right?
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, they've been whatever.
Man,
that would actually be a good fight. So
that fight's been a good fight for what, 4 years?
Exactly.
No?
That's why I'm just like
5 years. How long have we been, Pat? How long have we imaginary been debating that fight? Since 2014, 2013.
Since Gary won that belt from Johnny Gonzalez.
Since y'all brought me back, Since y'all brought me into the fold, y'all been talking about that damn fight. That was 2014.
Now this is definitely one of PBC's biggest fails. This particular fight. This is not even being like, this is an actual PBC fail that they never got these two to fight, and they hold belts. They've been in the division for like 4 years.
126 used to be hot.
Huh?
126 used to be so fucking hot. Now it's like cool, really cooled off.
Hot, but nobody want to fight each other.
If you don't have that, then you have Oscar Valdez, who's cooled off because he's had too many wars, and it's going, but it's not like it's not hot anymore because he's.
Yeah, well, it lost a lot of steam once Lomachenko left, and then once Lomachenko and Walters left, it fucking really lost steam.
Took some L's too.
Yep.
Only Warrington's keeping that division going, but it's just like, that. It's a shame that LSC and Gary Russell have not got it on pause just yet.
Right, and LLC, he haven't even looked too hot to me personally. His last few fights, anyways.
Dude's been fighting some actual bullshit since he managed to barely beat Carl Frampton.
Barely beating Carl Frampton.
So, let me ask you, what would you rather see? Russell versus LSC or Russell versus Tank? Well, I asked all y'all that.
Oh, I would rather see
Russell versus.
I'd rather see Russell versus LSC, because right now I know he's the size where he could fight Leo Santa Cruz. I ain't never seen Gary Russell Jr. in with a power puncher, with the capabilities of Tank. So I can't even say what his chin will hold up against. I don't want to see that. I like to see Gary, and I wouldn't even want to see Gary Russell jump up to 130 to fight Tank until he shows me he can deal with a couple fighters, top-notch fighters at 126 first, because of all the talent. And it's crazy that Gary Russell's been a pro all these years, and still to this day he's potential.
Yeah,
we seen him against Loma, but then again, I talk about the fight because of course Loma did that in his third. All he needed was what? That was his third fight.
Third, yeah, because he's come off the Toledo laws. Yeah, come off
But
the
I
Toledo
just
fight.
talk trash just to do talk trash. At the end of the day, Gary Russell, he still was competitive in that fight against Lomachenko. As a matter of fact,
Got robbed
even
of a
if the fight-
knockdown.
against Lomachenko, he actually had he actually had one of the more competitive fights. He did way better than Rigondeaux did.
Yeah. I mean,
Hey.
You know what I mean? Way better.
It wasn't just one of the money in that one, and he called it.
You know, and
Lead
so
as
if you
far. I
rewatch
got
the
still
fight,
got
yeah, he did good, but and that was his first step up against Lomachenko. But again, in my opinion, Lomachenko is a generational talent as a fighter. So
Right.
I can't hold that against him, which is why I still think he's a top fighter at 126. If he can beat Leo Santa Cruz, do it because I want to see him beat him. Then I like to see him move up, and because I don't know, man, he's been around too long for us to not know what Gary Russell really is or how good he really is.
Right.
There's a lot
What
of
about you, P?
unknowns.
Who would you? Which fight would you prefer, P?
Sorry, what were the
I was
options?
asking Russell versus Leo Santa Cruz or Russell versus Tank.
I would rather see Russell versus Leo Santa Cruz because they're in the same division, unification in the same division, and I honestly think that fucking Gary would get stretched by Tank. So
Damn.
I'll pass. I'd rather see the more competitive, more meaningful fight. So, but I mean, I wouldn't mind Russell Tank, but I would just prefer of the two, give me the former.
Right.
So
Got you. And Pat, you lean in the same way as well, correct?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said before, like this, like me and News talked about this fight too damn long for it not to happen, and it's still a viable fight. Like I mean, it's
Which is crazy.
Second, oh no, go ahead.
Like I mean, like it's just crazy to me that they haven't found some way to put it on a pay-per-view, like as an undercard, or as a co-main, or as its own card. It really makes no sense. Like you guys have belts, fight each other. What the fuck are you guys doing? Like what's going on? It's like
Pandering.
Yeah. It's like it low-key annoys me too. Like just do it and get your victory and then move on to something else. Instead of fighting, people that don't have a chance against your skills. It's annoying.
Bad. But shit, Saturday also gave us the WBSS. I couldn't see him live because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I was kind of drunk off mimosas. So I was kind of slumped during that time during the day. Had some mimosas around 1 o'clock. But
I was drunk too, bro. I was drunk.
Yeah. It don't really matter because one fight, Monster, y'all. I remember a while ago, I was like, man, I don't really know about this cat, but y'all scoot over. I want to sit on the bandwagon too, cause I'm there, y'all.
Man.
I'm there.
Real deal. Like I said, man. Every time he fight, it's the very.
That shit
point
was
of what
disgusting.
the Monsters Ball is, man. It's definitely the Monsters Ball. Every time he shows, it's an event because you're watching a dude that can do everything.
Right. And that goes to what Pat's saying. I know Pat mentioned it. Pat said he said to somebody on Twitter, he's like, not only can Monster knock you the fuck out, but he can box your ass as well. I'm paraphrasing what he said, but I mean that shit is true, man. Like if he don't knock you out, he can systematically beat your ass too.
That's like the equivalent of what you want to do.
Right.
You want to go to the
be a baller, you want to be a shot caller.
You want to go to the hands, we can go to the hands. You want to go to the guns, we can go to the guns. You want to take it to arm wrestling.
Yeah.
He basically the Mr. Perfect.
Yep.
I haven't seen any flaws in him yet. Like normally I would have found something to say where I could have said where because I typically talk about how smaller fighters are fighting guys nobody's heard of. But the way that he's beating these guys, man.
Right. And we can't say the resume lacking. We can't say that.
He's just dominant everywhere. He's just everywhere dominant.
I mean,
every country.
The guy is beating at least 7 fights who've been champions so far, and he's only So it's like I mean, that fight. I mean, I was actually expecting that fight to be like competitive because the first round, like I thought Monster lost that first round, I was like, okay, Rodriguez is showing a beard. Like this weekend might be about something. But that second round, that left hook rocked this whole fucking world. Like he didn't like it was so wild. Rodriguez, I mean, his nose was fucked up. Like he had the body language, like he didn't want it no more, but he still got up and the ref let him continue. And then when Monster just tore his body up the second time and then dropped him the third time. It was just crazy how the fight got turned around just that quick. Like that's pretty scary stuff for a fighter to do.
Does he max out at 118?
He actually said he wants to fight out another decade and go up to 126 max.
And he could do it. He could do it. He's 5'5". He's 5'5". He can do it.
He can do it, but can he win? You think he can win big at 126?
I haven't seen anything that says that anybody can outbox him either. Like all I see is because we see his power, he's also going to get bigger, which means his punches are going to become harder. I don't think his punchers because it doesn't look. He is 3-division champ. Not at one weight class does his power look like it's diminished yet at all.
No.
When we seen Mikey Garcia, when Mikey Garcia got to 140, we seen he don't got that same pop at 140. At Monster, he's still throwing pop like I got a couple more weight classes in me. I got a couple more in me. That's how it looked. Easy look like that. And then, up to the next one.
Yeah, and now we got what I have a feeling it's gonna be like a passing of the torch type of fight with Nonito Donaire. And it's just like, I mean, pretty much now, I mean, obviously Monster can really solidify his, I wouldn't say a legacy for him, but that should be a legacy win if he blows away Donaire like that. Pause.
You saying it? You saying it? You saying legacy? Just go ahead and stand on it.
I am saying, like I said, it's for what? Like if Donaire beats Monster, I mean, Donaire's already Hall of Fame bound, but if he beats Monster, it's only going to strengthen his Hall of Fame status. Because he beat 2 undefeated fighters in the tournament and got their belts. For Monster, it'll be just for him to send Donaire, who's into retirement.
He got the size advantage too, though, because Donaire's bigger than him.
And also too, the left hook. Right? Donaire still has steam on his left hook too, so it's gonna be whose left hook is gonna land first, and who's gonna be able to take each other's left hooks. And
Donaire's been fought at 126.
Yeah. I mean, the one knockout that he got is because he fought a fighter that was way bigger than him.
Yeah.
And he still managed to hurt him too. So yeah, I
don't know.
I'm excited.
This might be a good fight. This might be a good fight. First, I'm thinking Monster whitewash, Monster ball, Monster party. However, I don't know. The Filipino Flash may have something to say about that. Now think about it. He's the taller guy. He's a naturally heavier guy. He has
on his last leg. On his last
he got pride.
leg.
He got pride. If he beat Monster, he got a second run.
And he goes back on the pound for pound list. If he beats Monster, he goes back on the pound for pound list for me.
I don't know. He's trying to come back, and you know what I mean. He's trying to come back and turn back the hands of time. He's 36 years old. Monster's 26. So can he do it? Can he turn back the hands of time and go back to the prime Filipino Flash?
Oh boy,
I don't know. We gotta see.
If he get hit,
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. This was his area. This was Donaire's area, man. Donaire stomped through these same grounds 10 years ago. You know what I mean? He was tearing up through these same grounds like Monster. This is basically like him getting to see the Monster, the version of himself coming up. This guy Donaire was looking at her run.
Basics, yeah. You're absolutely right, Bruce. Absolutely right.
Yeah, so this is gonna be crazy. When I think about it, it is gonna be a really good fight. It's really gonna be a really good fight. So it's like some old
the matches that we want.
Yeah, this is like it is. This will be a passing of the torch kind of fight, because if I beat you, hey, Donaire knows, like, listen, I'm officially done at the top. I can't. And Monster knows that he can officially be comfortable and confident that He's just that dude, which he already know he is, but he don't have a name like Nonito Donaire. He has better opponent as far as in that division so far, but he doesn't have a better name than Nonito Donaire on his resume at all.
Right.
And Donaire's name as a scalp, especially if he knocks him cold, will only help it.
Yep.
But shit, let's go to the other. Well, go ahead, Pat. Go ahead and finish your thought because I'm going to
And then he can go off the Regal at 122 and do the same thing.
Yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to get y'all thoughts too on the other semifinal as well. Oh, somebody else had a thought?
No, I think that I can't see anybody beating Monster anytime soon. Right now, I'm being real. He's definitely living up to his name, the Monster.
Mm-hmm.
Too good, and I've said this for a while. I don't know. I just think it's going to take somebody really, really good or somebody much bigger than him to beat him. He's gonna be pound for pound for a while. He'll be high pound for pound, like top 5.
Let me ask this, y'all, to play devil's advocate.
Go ahead.
What if Nonito Donaire come in and he wants to have the size advantage? Because we know Nonito Donaire can put on weight. What if he wants to come in, like I said, he already has the height advantage. I believe he has the reach advantage too. What if he decides to come in much bigger than Monster?
I mean, it's a possibility, but at this point in his career,
grace.
Yeah, at this point in his career, I would still take Monster over Donaire.
I'm about to say, can he put weight on his chin?
Father Time is undefeated. Father Time waits for no man, and Donaire is kind of reaching the end of his. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Right. I got Monster winning that. I'd be surprised if Donaire wins that fight. Extremely.
Yeah, me as well. But yeah, the other, we had a belt changing hands, right, with Josh Taylor.
Yep.
Setting up the final. Setting up the final that we all predicted at the start of this. That I did on my end. I don't know about everybody else. I think everybody else had Taylor versus Prograis in the finals. But now that that's
both of us did.
yeah. But now that that's here.
Oh man, I mean, what I take away from that Taylor Baranchyk fight is that Taylor got hit too much by Barancyk's right hands. Like I want to say that they were slow, but there were enough that I was thinking he's getting hit with them too much. I cannot see him getting away with Prograis at all. I can't. Just by the fact I think Prograis will light him up. Like, I mean, because I know media is talking about this is about to be this is about to be like Calzaghe Lacey, the 2010s version.
No.
Wow.
No.
Yes.
That's disrespectful to the program.
That was high. When I read it, I was insulted. I was like, first of all, leave Jeff Lacey alone. Jeff Lacey is the man. Leave him alone.
No.
You be quiet, P. Jeff Lacey is the man. God damn it.
Hell no, he's not. Hype job, like motherfucking hype job. Let's not compare Prograis to a hype job. Let's not compare Prograis to a hype job.
No, but yeah, no. I see Taylor getting lit up by Prograis like over and over again.
Yep.
Although he's a good counterpuncher, but he just got hit way too much for me to think that Prograis won't like beat him down. Mm-hmm. But I do think it will be a good fight though. It's definitely a great fight on paper. I just don't think it will be as competitive as in the ring as on paper.
Right. Yeah, I'm not about to let I'm gonna go Prograis as well, man. I've seen enough of Taylor tonight. He's good, he's talented, he's on the up and up. But I definitely favor Regis in the win on points. It's gonna be. I hope it's a good one. It's shaping. It can shape up to be one, but
I can see Prograis getting a late stoppage.
Yeah.
I was gonna say a late. You say by points. I think late stop because I think Prograis is gonna wear him down. I don't see Taylor being able to withstand like a tremendous amount of. I think he's gonna put it. I think Prograis is gonna put it on him. for the whole fight, and I just think he's going to get worn down by the end. I can definitely see a late stoppage.
Right, because I mean, not the triangle theory or anything like that, not even that, but like I seen Taylor go life and death with Postal, and I'm not high on Postal at all. So I ain't like what I saw in that shit, man. So and Prograde's been all business in all his damn fights that I've saw of him. So I like him going into it.
Yeah, but the thing though, I mean, that was his first step up fight though against Postal. I mean, Postal. I mean, he still is a tough guy. He's not a guy that you can knock out easily.
Yeah, he ain't a clown, right? He's not a clown at all.
And that's where he. Oh, actually no, because he knocked out Vasquez before he faced Postal, but Postal was still somewhat competent.
Right. Oh yeah, Davis. Yeah, O'Hare Davis. That's the first fight I really watched of Josh Taylor. That's the fight that got his hype train going.
Yeah, the Davies fight because Davies had all the hype in the world and got beat down for it.
For nothing. For no reason. Hype for no reason. Can we please not mention this bum ass quitter on the podcast again?
Motherfucker was pressing. Wasn't he pressing Mayweather?
Yeah, he was pressing Mayweather.
Davies.
Yeah,
he got that for that. No, he's not gonna do Regis like that, man. Listen, man. Regis is a Louisiana boy, man. Like this boy training in the backwoods,
in the boot,
doing all types, wrestling gators and shit.
Like what?
Shit like that.
Like, come on, man. This dude, he throwing with different types of power out here.
That boy, he's sparring the 400 degrees in the background, dog.
Right, he don't play no games in the ring. You can see it in his face. I've said it. I remember when people was like, why are you on the Regis? What do you like about Regis? I don't know, man. It's just something about Regis, the progress that I seen when I first seen him fight, that I just knew that I can just believe in him. He just got that look in him. You know how some people they got that championship look in their eyes?
He's hungry.
He always looked that way.
He's kind of like a 140 Spence in a way, like with the demeanor and just like I see that demeanor.
That man is a monster. Like
that dude is dedicated to boxing. I mean, that's a different type of now. Like, jumping in the swamps and then jumping in a big ass garbage can full of ice. You know, he's a different type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like
come on, man. Yeah, this boy chasing after gators, dude.
After them Razorbacks and shit, man.
I almost caught a gator. Listen, he ain't worried. This dude about to go out here. He about to win this tournament. He about to get the crown. I like Josh Taylor, and like y'all said, he was getting caught a little bit by Baranchik, and I ain't like that because them same shots by Regis could be night. You know what I mean? Because he's swinging he's swinging them Louisiana boots around, and I just see Regis taking it. I think it's gonna be definitely a competitive fight. I don't think it's going to be any type of exposure to Regis at all, as far as like any type of Jeff Lacey or any type of one-sided L on his side. But I think that Regis' power and his abilities is going to carry him to the close UD, unanimous decision over Josh Taylor. I'm not going to say he's going to get knocked out. I don't like to wish or root for fighters I like to get knocked out. So I think that Josh Taylor, he had a nice run, but his run's going to stop here. Against Regis, but it's no disrespect to him because Regis is a great fighter. Josh Taylor's also a really good fighter. I just think Regis is gonna get the W and take home the Ali Trophy.
Regis is already 30 years old. He just turned 30 early this year. 147 for him.
That's
definitely nope. Adrian Broner for him. Like, I'm the champ. I'm 140. You coming to my division.
Because he is 5'8".
How dare you come to my division and I got all the belts, but you don't want to fight me? Why are you here? This is boxing. This is boxing. I mean, the sport's called boxing, man. It's not called bagging. It's called boxing. So if you come into my division, you should want to see the champ. You shouldn't come to the division. So Regis at 140, he could fight AB because AB has no division. He said he's going to 140. Other than that, who else is he gonna fight?
Regis 5'8" with a 67-inch reach. So that you said that's perfect for 140. Don't tempt 147 is what you're saying.
No, I'm saying why go up to 147 now when
No,
you
not
have an
now. Just
Adrian
saying.
Broner coming to the division?
Right,
On the
right. Yeah,
future,
yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah.
I would get that fight against. No, I wouldn't leave. I wouldn't leave until I get Adrian Broner and Mikey Garcia and Robert Easter. I wouldn't leave until I got them three. Y'all all PBC. Why can't I fight y'all?
Well,
Like-
it depends because right now Prograde isn't really signed. I mean, obviously after the tournament, we'll have to say where he's actually going to go. I mean, if he's going to go to PBC, he's going to go to Top Rank, or go to the Zone to go after whoever. I mean, right now, I mean, Prograde and Ramirez is still a fight on the table. That's still they're still trying to make because and then also got Hooker on the Zone. So I mean, he may decide to clean up those two first.
Yeah, I get them guaranteed fights before I go to 147. No need to go up there with them because you might go up there and then you might meet your match as far as physicality.
Yeah.
Like, again, you got the Sean Porters and Earl Spencers walking around at 147. That's a different type of people that's at 140.
Well, I don't think Porter's looking for 147 right now. It depends how he looks now. Whoever he's facing next.
What about you, P? You think Progrades and 147 a good idea down the line?
Maybe, but not right now. I think you could make 147 and not be small there, but I just don't think right now is time. Maybe when he finishes up business at 140. So, but he could definitely be there and not be feel like doesn't belong in that division. So.
Gotcha.
Because if I'm not mistaken, didn't he fight Spence in the amateurs?
Let me check that.
I believe he did.
Let me check that because if he did, that would be a nice fight to see in the pros. Louisiana versus Texas. That sounds like a great college football Saturday.
Hell yeah, like a bowl game. LSU versus Texas, bet man. But no, man.
Yeah. No, they did. He did. I'm reading it right now. Yeah, Prograis fought Spence in the amateurs, and they're saying I heard he gave him like a fight in the amateurs, and he gave him hell.
But did he win?
Man.
Did he?
Yeah. No. I think no. Spence won.
All right, it's a true squad. I just had to know. You know what I'm saying? We it's all about the truth over in the truth squad, man.
He did beat Imam though in the amateurs.
Everybody done beat Imam. Imam had his little hype run. Imam was like, you know when Amir Imam was like, you know how when a rapper come on the scene and he got a hot song for a year and he just disappeared the next year? That was like Amir Imam. He was like a blip. He was like
He's like Jaquan?
The boxing time. No, he was a little more like he was a little. I gotta think of an East Coast cat. He was like a
Cassidy.
No, the dude the Millie Rock dude. That's Amir Imam. Amir Imam's like the Millie Rock dude. You know, he had a hot summer and then he ran into Adrian Granados.
Yeah.
And he never really recovered from that. But his name was ringing and it was like it was over from that. You know who else was like that up until, and we brought it up before on the show, which is crazy that he had to take that, but it was Antoine Douglas.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately,
he got ruined in his loss.
Them boys took them.
I did go back and watch that. And I was like, oh shit, I do remember this. Yeah, he got his ass.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that's when your corner. That's when your corner and the referee fail you, bro. That guy, damn.
And you let a mobster, an actual gangster, just tee off on you like it's the thing because he knows that killing is a situation. He has no problem killing you, and he that came close to doing it.
Right.
Straight up.
Yeah, that fight was crazy.
Let me ask y'all this, man, because everybody talking about this Canelo Spence, blah blah blah. Like, we know that's not about to happen immediately, X, Y, and Z. But like, let's say this time next year, if Golden Boy do call Spence how much money would it take? How much realistically would Spence take to go up?
20 million. 20 million at the
I
least.
said realistically.
I don't care about realistic. I want 20 million if I'm going to fight Canelo. I want at least 20 million if I'm
I
Spence.
don't know. I can't see that fight happening though.
Right, that's why I say I don't see it. We all probably don't see it, but like if they realistically call with like 12 to 15 million, do you think he'd be like, you know what?
It'd easily be his highest payday for sure.
Right, regardless of how much. But yeah, would they really offer him 20 million though?
I could see it. It's feasible. You know how much money Canelo's making? Like,
right. He gotta fight somebody we care about.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Now Canelo's like when the problem is when Canelo runs through, if he provided he runs through the middleweight division, after that there's nobody left, and he'll still have like how many fights left on his deal. So you gotta fight somebody. So think about it. Like let's say he signed like a 10-fight deal. Let's say it comes up his last fight and he's already ran through the division. It's like, who can he realistically fight? By that time, if Spence is already built up, by that time, Spence might be at 154. So he could easily go up. Now, by then, it'll be easier to lure him up to 160, and then that fight could be made down the line.
And by the time Spence is up at 154, Canelo might be at 168.
Yeah.
I don't know if Canelo can make. If it can, I don't know if Canelo's a good fit for 168, but who knows?
I don't know, man. That's just like I said. I don't know. I don't know about that fight. I can't even see that fight until I see Spence at 154. I can't imagine Spence selling himself out for a paycheck. You know what I mean?
20 million.
So some of these new cats are built different. You never know.
20 million.
I mean.
I don't think they'll offer him that, man.
Kell Brooks sold out for fucking pennies in comparison.
I don't think they'll offer him. I don't think they'll offer him that though. I don't think they'll offer him 20 million. Canelo offering the next man 20 million.
Yeah, you're right. That's that's damn Triple G. Yeah, I was just about to say that's Triple G.
Right.
Yeah.
You look how much he argued with Triple G. You think he gonna give Earl Spence 20 mil? I can't see that. That's what I'm saying. Like,
wasn't Triple G like in the 15 to 20?
Yeah, I mean, Triple G got paid in those Canelo fights.
Yeah, and that was but I'm saying that's Triple G. Earl Spence isn't Triple G what Triple G was at the time he was to fight Canelo.
Right, he's not even in a weight class too.
Yeah.
I can't see Canelo being okay with them offering that purse. Not that they may offer it, but I think Canelo gonna say, well, if you offer him 20 million, then I know I'm getting like 70, right?
Let's go back to the table.
Like yeah, like so because he makes so much in his draw. Like again, he could fight us on consecutive Cinco de Mayo, Mexican Independence Day. Shit, he can fight us on Tuesday and sell out the MGM Grand. You know what I mean? Like Canelo's just that draw. So with that being the case, 20 million is too much. And then Errol Spence will be taking that Mikey Garcia because he's gonna go out there and have to take that punishment for that 20 million and possibly, you know what I mean? That's a jump. I don't see Errol Spence doing it. I think Errol Spence has a plan to take over welterweight, then ease himself back into 154 because when he got stunned in that fight, what weight was that at?
147.
154? 147?
No, that was 147.
That was 147.
By a blown up 140 guy, but that was
okay.
I think that was 2014.
I want to see him conquer the divisions. I don't
Wait,
want to see him throwing away.
Hold on. Spence got put on Quid Street?
Yeah.
By Emmanuel Larte.
Who?
Emmanuel Larte. He maxed out a blown up 140 guy.
I mean, he actually gave Spence a hard fight. Like it was not an easy Spence fight. He actually gave Spence a hard fight.
That was early Spence, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was early Spence, but I'm just saying, like I think that he's gonna try to conquer 147 because that is the weight class.
As he
Why
should.
go?
As he should.
You know,
Yeah,
why go fight Canelo and get that? Yeah, I can get that type of money, but why not dominate 147 when I can fight guys I'm always gonna have a size advantage over? As
you're
long as
right
I can make
because
147, why move?
right,
Yeah.
assuming he beats Porter, then if you fight Thurman or Pacquiao to win of that, you like you said, the size advantage and the youth advantage is gonna
And
be
then
on your
Bud.
side.
The
And then
style, the
Bud.
power, everything at 147. Why lead that division when you were A plus in power and skill at that division? Like you're A plus fighter at that division. You shouldn't lead the division. You're in your prime right now. Imagine
Yeah.
Manny Pacquiao actually beats Thurman. Could you imagine like
Oh
on points or
my,
something because Thurman's shoulder's injured? Could you imagine Earl Spence versus Manny Pacquiao? You know what type of punishment he's going to deliver out to Manny Pacquiao?
told
It's
you,
going to be
Yeah.
Panic
worse
Man.
than Garcia.
Yeah,
So I
But
would say
that
147.
thankfully that's not going to happen. But
straight up,
yeah.
straight like that.
Hopefully it don't happen. I know please don't believe that we're Manny Pacquiao haters because at the end of the day it's not even about Manny Pacquiao, it's about making the best fight and a healthy Keith Thurman versus Earl Spence is better than Manny Pacquiao and his at like 44 versus Earl Spence. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like this ain't prime Manny Pacquiao. Now 2009, 2008 Manny Pacquiao versus Earl Spence, that's a different story. That's a different story.
That's when I foolishly thought that he would beat Floyd. You know, I had to shoehorn that in there, but hey, we all learn.
Man, we never know. They didn't fight. They
Boo.
didn't. They didn't fight though.
Boo.
Then they didn't fight. They didn't fight at that time. They fought like 10 years later.
Right.
Like so, we'll never know what prime Pacquiao, first prime, pretty much near prime Floyd would look like. We'd never
Oh,
know.
I got a question for y'all before we wrap this up. This won't take long because y'all three are. I consider y'all three boxing aficionados, along with Leon and Smoke, who not with us tonight. But back in the day, the where were you when it happened was when Buster beat Tyson. Do we have one of those this decade within the last 20 years, or like where were you at when blank happened in boxing? Like, was
Yeah,
it?
when Roy Jones got knocked out.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that.
I didn't even think about that because I was thinking either that or the Marquez knockout of Pacquiao. Like, but it might be the Roy Jones.
No, the Roy Jones was a lot more shocking because Roy Jones. I mean, it was. Well, I wouldn't say it was stunning because I mean he had already shown. Tarver already gave him hell in the first fight, and he barely won that fight. You know, and then that one just came out of nowhere. You know,
So where were you at?
I was most likely. Where was I? I was either at my parents' house. I'm just trying. Was it in May? No, it was this month. Yeah, it was this month. Yeah, no, I was at home. I was at home by then. So yeah, I was at home watching with my father, and we was like, oh yeah, Roy looked good, and all of a sudden he got caught with a punch. I thought he actually tripped. I was like, oh, he tripped. And then this nigga was like, he moved his underneath the ropes, his eyes glassy. I was like, oh my god, he's out. I mean, that shit was just like jaw dropping. I don't, and then Roy never regained any real momentum after that.
Yeah.
That was
Quick. So that was a hell of a night.
Straight up. What about you? Go ahead, P.
I mean, that for that moment, where was I? I wasn't watching it live. I caught the replay of it, and I had already heard about it. It was like, no way. And I was just like, you can't be serious. And then when I actually saw it, I was like, ugh, my heart sank. Because I was like I was a huge Roy Jones fan. Like, Roy was my favorite fighter growing up. So,
Right.
like, to see him get slumped when I thought it, like, I don't think anybody ever thought it would happen, and it happened. So, I like to not remember that. I'd like to block every Roy Jones knockout out of my head. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about you, News? Is that your biggest where was I at moment in boxing in the last? I guess this in the
Man,
2000s.
no, not for me personally. Like And I also want to shout out to the fans that's tuned in too. Shout
Yep.
out to Game Time 79, and shout out to Trick. I don't know if that's Trick Zero, but and Pot Roast, of course, definitely.
You
Shout
know
out
it.
to y'all tuning in to the Fade Hour. Definitely, hopefully y'all got y'all drinks, or y'all smoke, whatever y'all do, because I'm definitely chilling right now. But to answer your question, Maul, my biggest, where were you now? Man, mine was Paul Williams when he lost to Sergio Martinez.
Oh yeah.
Man,
I
I was so surprised that they're like, what? And then when I seen it, I was like, oh my God. So I was like the biggest Paul Williams fan ever. Like, what? The Punisher lost to this dude like that? Got my boys staring, got my boys checking out the thread. Come on, man.
was
Like, oh my God.
I was like,
Man.
oh man, I
Oh my
didn't think it was
God.
gonna happen. I never thought that Paul would actually get KO'd. But,
Right. When I heard, I'm like, what is he knocked him out? Like, what? Like, knocked him out cold. What? When I seen it, I'm like, oh my God, it was crazy. Yeah, oh my God, it was crazy. And then, just to put it out like a period, like in sports, this is football sports, man. The biggest, where were you? Is for me, is when Kobe dropped 81, man. I remember I was at work. My supervisor came and was like, they know I'm a Laker fan, man. They came to me. They looked like, man, did you hear Kobe dropped 81 last night? So I didn't see the game. I didn't have NBA League Pass at that time. So I'm like, 81.
But yeah, the funny part is, I didn't watch that game, but I watched the game like 3 days ago when he dropped 66 in three
Yeah,
quarters.
get the Mavericks.
Yep, and he didn't play and they didn't. I'm like, oh, imagine if he would have gotten more. It's 66 in three quarters. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, that I remember that. I didn't watch the 81 live though. But yeah, that was fucking crazy.
My biggest one was when goddamn David Tyree caught that shit on the helmet against the Patriots.
I saw that live.
Yeah, but I saw that live though.
I think
We can't see it live, Mom.
What's up?
I saw Malice in the Palace live, and that was by
yes.
that was by total
You said
whim.
who?
Malice in the Palace.
Oh, the Malice in the Palace. Oh,
Yeah.
When I heard about that, oh wow, yeah, man, that was crazy.
Man, I still remember actually. I was watching it because I was a Pacers fan. I was like, this is the Pacers year. They're gonna win this shit. And then all of a sudden, Ben Wallace and Ron, got into the altercation. And Ron's on the table, and then when Ron went to that stance, I remember I went to my computer. My computer was a gateway computer, and I typed on my AOL instant message. I was like, "Yo, niggas is scrapping." And then I went back to the basement to watch.
How the fuck do you become a Pacers fan? Like,
wait, you a Pacers fan?
No, I was fan of Reggie Miller. That's the Pacers teams in the '90s were tough.
I know, but I've never met anybody.
Me neither.
That has said I'm a Pacers fan.
Yeah,
he was a Derek McKee fan back in the day.
That's like saying I'm a Jazz fan. I'm like, Jazz?
Who?
Like they have those outside of Utah? Who?
Oh, I thought you said a Jags fan. I'm about to say, hey, you gotta put some
Jazz. No, Jazz with two Z's, not Jazz. No, I actually know a couple of Jaguars fans, so that's not surprising. I've never met a Jazz fan.
Nah, I never met a Malone fan. Never.
Fuck Carl Malone.
Jazz fan,
Fuck John
right.
Scott.
Fuck Malone.
Fuck them. Fuck all of that.
Mailman doesn't deliver on Sundays.
On Sundays.
No, silly man. Shout out to Hamed92.
Yep.
Shout out to him as well, tuning in to the Fade Hour. We'd like to thank y'all for tuning in too. Make sure y'all subscribe, man, so y'all could check us out. We on here Monday and Wednesdays. And hey, I'm thinking so. I'm gonna say it on air while the fans is tuned in. I'm thinking like, the more fans that we get, like I want us to do a little more interaction with them. So one day, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go behind the scenes, and we're gonna set up a show where we bring a fan on live with us. And we're gonna be the first. We're gonna be the first podcast to bring a fan live on air with us.
Straight up.
and then let them talk. And definitely you got to be faded. That's like the first prerequisite. Do not DM me if you're not going to be faded. If you're not going to be faded
Right.
and you're just going to sit, you're going to
Oh
be
God,
sober, you might
News
as
is
well.
setting a bad example.
This is the fade hour. How you gonna be on the fade hour and you don't even want to be faded? Like this the only
Right.
time. If you don't
You've been
drink,
drinking
listen.
tonic water.
Right, if
Nigga,
you
I'm
don't
not
drink,
faded. I'm
this
not
will be the.
faded. Like
I
even
mean,
in like
but you're a regular on the show. If you
yeah,
wasn't a regular on the show, I'd be like, come on, you got the prerequisite. You got it. You got to
yeah.
pass the. How we know you ain't an informant. You ain't a spy. We got to test you. We got to make you
You're
drink some
not the
alcohol.
TI. You're
You
not
got to
TI
drink some alcohol.
informant.
You
You
got to
gotta worry
drink some
about
alcohol.
ops
You
in
want to come on this
the
show. Get you a beer. If you drink wine coolers. If you sip wine, I don't know.
If you
Whatever.
smoke cane,
If you
do
smoke,
something down here, Ben.
definitely.
Straight
But you got
up.
to come on here and we gonna talk. We gonna talk boxing. But we gonna put that together. Maybe do that. Maybe do it as a live show, like for a
We
card.
might we might do
For a card, we're gonna do it for a card. That way, we can have a little. It can be a little loose, and we can have fun. But I don't know,
we can
man.
do that. A viewing party.
Yeah, definitely. The fade hour fight party. That's what we're gonna
Yeah.
do. That's what we're gonna do. The fade hour fight party. The first fade hour fight party. We're gonna see who the first fan is to join us. That's gonna be crazy. So we definitely gonna do it. That's about time. We on episode 52. It's actually May 28th will be the 1 year anniversary of when
Ooh.
Ringside Rave actually started. So it's actually the perfect time to get this started. So who fights like next on like June 1st?
Joshua.
Joshua fight.
That's the Joshua
Josh,
fight.
yep.
So what a beautiful way to welcome Anthony Joshua to America than to have a fade hour fight party in his honor and have a fan on with us. We're gonna go
Straight
live for
up.
that.
Word.
Definitely. That's gonna be real nice.
Let's
Y'all
go
make sure
ahead and
y'all
wrap this.
subscribe and hit the notification because I'm not gonna pick anybody, of course, is not subscribed to us either. You know.
Bet. But shit, man, it's a good stopping point. We'll be back Wednesday.
Yes, sir. We're back Wednesday. Definitely for sure.
Yeah, man. Shoot, I ain't got nothing to say, man. Y'all can go ahead and say what y'all gotta say, and we can wrap this thing up.
All right. Yes, of course, it's your boy Pat Scorpio, the New England representative. And since Utah Jazz was brought up, what I gotta say one more time is fuck Utah Jazz, fuck Karl Malone, and especially fuck John Stockton. That is all.
God damn.
But other than that, you know how to find me. Pat Scorpio. Pat Scorpio is he, and he is Pat Scorpio. So, yeah, love, peace, and soul. Word up.
Damn, I'm surprised this nigga Pat didn't just break out with and fuck Chino XL too. Like
God.
I would have watched it.
Chino XL.
But anyways, this is your boy P. You already know where to find me on Instagram and Twitter at Bodega Boxing. So I'm gonna just chill for the night and just fucking watch the rest of the basketball game. So let me get to it.
Well, you know what? I got one quick thing to say. You know what? Tomorrow, I'm gonna have a throwback album day. I'm gonna listen to Rough Riders Volume 2. I never liked it back then. I'm gonna see why I don't like it now. I'm gonna run it
That's gonna be
back
a good
tomorrow at
debate.
work. I'm gonna run it back tomorrow at work and see again how much his age, which I know Swizz his beats age
Yeah,
terribly.
just drink. Take a shot for every fucking Casio piano beat you get.
Yeah,
You're like that whole album was filled with just Casio piano. I tell you,
exactly.
like I told you, like Money Cash Hoes is almost unlistenable for me these days because of that cringy fucking beat. So
What?
terrible. Money Cash Hoes, like that beat is so terrible. I love the song, but like I almost like the beat almost makes it unlistenable. I have to like block out the beat in my head. Like I have to say all the lyrics like from front to back to like take my mind off of the beat.
Go ahead, dude.
All right, y'all. This is your boy News representing Ringside Rave all day. Y'all know what it is with me, man. I'd like to thank y'all again for tuning in. Like, y'all literally could have been watching the Warriors versus Trailblazers game, man. But y'all here with us, so I definitely appreciate that love. We want to be more. I'm gonna want to be a little more consistent. Where we make sure we on air and things of that nature. Keep bringing that fade hour flair that we do. As only us the fellas can, and keep rocking with us. Subscribe, hit the notifications. That way you're aware whenever we are on air. Um, um, I like to thank the fellas also. I like y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Chilling with me, talking sports like we do. I also got to say, as a Buccaneer fan, I'm somber right now because as I was listening to y'all
Oh,
do that, I just seen that we mutually parted ways with
Gerald
Gerald
McCoy.
McCoy. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I was saying. This is what happens when you have owners who don't care about football. This is exactly what I was saying. It don't matter about money. If you have a bad front office, it's just like for a boxer. It don't matter how much talent you got. It don't matter how much you want to win. If you got a bad front office, if you got a bad promoter, or you got a bad team around you, like there is no success on the way, man. You got to fight harder than you should, and we out here getting rid of Gerald McCoy for no reason, man. With
And
that
still
being said,
y'all lost JPP.
yep.
with that being said, with the number one pick in the NFL draft, you know, and with with that being said, I'd like to thank y'all again for tuning in. This is the end of the episode 52. Deontay Wilder destroyed Dominic Breazeale. Bomb Squad with another W. Hey, it's your boy News. This is Ringside Rave, the Fade Hour. We'll see y'all on Wednesday. We out.
We out.
Peace.